Today, we're diving deep into the top 3 most valuable incredible coins that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars that most people overlook in their pocket change. The 2020 to Maya Angelou State Quarter Dollar, the legendary 1976 Bicentennial Quarter Dollar, and the 2021 D crossing the Delaware State Quarter Dollar. These aren't just coins. Imagine holding a coin that millions of people see every day in their pocket change, but instead of being worth just 25 cents, it's worth the price of a brand new car, or even the down payment on a luxury home. That's the thrill behind the rare 2020 to Maya Angelou State Quarter Dollar. This coin is not just another quarter, it represents history, artistry, and a mystery of minting mistakes that turned an everyday coin into a treasure. Today we're diving deep into the story of this incredible coin, how it came to be, the rare errors that make it so valuable, and why collectors are going crazy for it. The Maya Angelou Quarter is part of the American Women Quarters program launched in 2022. For the very first time, the United States Mint honored trailblazing women from American history with their portraits and legacies on circulating coinage. Maya Angelou, the legendary poet, dancer, singer, activist, and author, was the very first woman featured in this series. That alone gives this coin historic importance. Collectors always pay attention to first designs, first issues, first changes in tradition, and this coin checked all those boxes. But what really skyrocketed its fame is not just the history, but the unexpected errors and striking anomalies that slipped out of the Philadelphia Mint with the P mint mark. These mistakes transformed ordinary quarters into breathtaking rarities. Error coins have always fascinated collectors. They're like little accidents frozen in metal, telling the story of what went wrong at the mint that day. In the case of the 2020 to Maya Angelou Quarter, some of the most valuable errors include dramatic off-center strikes, double dies on the obverse with George Washington's profile showing doubling in the inscriptions, die cracks that spread across Angelou's outstretched arms like lightning bolts, and even wrong planchette strikes where the coin was mistakenly struck on metal intended for dimes or other denominations. Each of these errors makes the coin unique, and in coin collecting, rarity plus demand equals big value. Let's talk real numbers now, because this is where it gets jaw-dropping. A standard 2020 to Maya Angelou quarter is worth face value just 25 cents, but add in an error, and suddenly you're in a whole different world. Reports from auctions and private sales have shown these coins reaching values from $5,000 to $15,000 for common errors, $20,000 to $30,000 for dramatic or unique mistakes, and in the most extraordinary cases, as much as $35,000, $46,000, and even $58,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 25-cent coin could be worth $58,000. That's more than many people's yearly salary, all hiding in the palm of your hand. One of the most iconic and patriotic pieces in U.S. history, the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter Dollar. Most of us have seen them. In fact, millions were struck and circulated all across the country to celebrate America's 200th birthday. But here's where things get exciting. Buried within that massive release are ultra-rare error quarters. They're tiny pieces of history that carry stories of mistakes, mishaps, and mysteries straight from the U.S. Mint itself. And tonight, we're going to unravel why the 1976 era Bicentennial Quarter Dollar has become one of the most fascinating and high-value collectibles in the entire hobby of numismatics. In 1976, America was in the middle of its bicentennial celebration to 100 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Patriotic pride filled the air, parades swept across the states, fireworks lit up the skies, and even everyday money was transformed into symbols of that milestone. The U.S. Mint rolled out commemorative designs for the quarter, half dollar, and dollar. The quarter featured the now famous colonial drummer on the reverse, a design by Jack Lahr, while George Washington remained on the obverse. To make them special, every single bicentennial quarter was dated 1776 to 1976. No quarters with the 1975 date were ever made, meaning if you find a quarter with 1975 on it, it's not real. This uniqueness alone made them stand out from typical coins. Another type of error involves double strikes, where the coin is stamped twice instead of once, leaving ghostly overlapping images. These are visually stunning errors that immediately catch the eye and prove that the coin is unlike anything else in circulation. Then you've got off-metal strikes, where the quarter is minted on a planchette meant for another country's coinage. The U.S. Mint in the 1970s occasionally produced coins for foreign nations, so mix-ups weren't impossible. A bicentennial quarter struck on a foreign coin planchette, that's the kind of one-in-a-million rarity that lands in major auctions and brings life-changing money for whoever discovers it. Let me give you a sense of just how insane the market can get. Some examples of rare bicentennial error quarters have sold for over $50,000 at major auctions. Certain double denomination errors, where a bicentennial quarter design was accidentally struck over an existing coin, like a Lincoln cent, have fetched prices in the $67,000 range. And the most extraordinary wrong planchette errors have pushed into the realm of $85,000 or more. Just think about that. What was once pocket change for bubblegum or a cup of coffee in 1976 can now buy you a luxury car, pay off a mortgage, or even cover years of retirement savings. That's the kind of magic the coin world can deliver. The 2021 D crossing the Delaware State quarter dollar is one of those coins that has left collectors stunned, not only for its design and place in U.S. coinage history, but more importantly for the rare errors that have turned an ordinary-looking quarter into a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Imagine holding what you think is just another quarter in your pocket, only to discover, if that doesn't get your pulse racing, nothing will. And here's the kicker. Many people don't even know these rare error varieties exist, which means some of them could still be sitting in circulation. To truly understand the magic behind the 2021 D crossing the Delaware quarter, we need to step back and look at its place in history. The Washington Quarter Series had just completed the long-running America the Beautiful program, which ended in 2021 with the final Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site quarter. Collectors thought that after that series, the Washington quarter would return permanently to a classic design. And for a brief but extraordinary moment, that's exactly what happened. In April 2021, the U.S. Mint released the Crossing the Delaware quarter. Double dies, off-center strikes, and even dramatic struck-through errors that make them wildly valuable. Some collectors have reported double details on issues where the reverse design of Washington crossing the river appears slightly off-center, giving the coin an unmistakable and rare appearance. Even more shocking are the coins with full-blown struck-through grease errors, where parts of the design vanish entirely because of mint machinery mishaps. Most of the coins are standard circulation issues. But then you notice one that looks different. The design seems slightly doubled, the details look distorted, and your gut tells you it's no ordinary quarter. You send it off for grading, and when it comes back, it's certified as a rare 2021 D double die error. At auction, collectors battle over it, and the final hammer price lands at an eye-popping $45,000. Now imagine that happening again, but with an even rarer variety, one with an off-center strike so dramatic that half the design is missing. That coin could bring $64,000, or even push the market to $70,000 in the right conditions, and condition is key. While most 2021 day quarters entered circulation and picked up scratches, wear, and damage, the rarest error coins that remain in pristine mint state condition are the ones that command the highest values. Collectors and investors alike are hunting for coins graded MS65, MS66, and higher, with certification from major grading companies like PCGS and NGC. A normal 2021 D quarter might be worth face value,